Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, ladies especially my divine feminine. This is Sunaina, and here I am channeling the energy in this collective twin flame with regards to the divine masculine's energy, people. And this is pertinent to all divine masculines for all zodiac signs in this collective twin flame. Now, let me tell you, the time period I have taken for myself is from the 1st of October until the 15th. But remember that time is fluid, guys. So the energies that I'm tapping into could very well start from now, or it might have already started. And we are just, channeling these energies, guys. Now, whatever the story is, people, it is very good because what I see over here is that with the time lapse in here, with the time gone, with all the time that has been left behind in regards to this twin flame connection, people, the divine masculine is emerging every day, every moment as a new person. Now, you might believe me, you might not believe me, the choice is yours. But please remember that every journey has a process, as I have explained in my last video. And this people, this collective, guys, is those people who have traveled through that length of time, okay? And excuse me, and that length of time is where we are coming to at this point in time, from where we started to where things are now reaching, okay? So everybody might not be in the same stage, and if you are, this reading is for you. If you are not, this reading is not for you, guys, okay? Now, having said this, people, I'm going to come down to the cards a little bit later. But first, let me start off with the lesson the Divine Masculine has learned all throughout this process in this connection is the Four of Wands in the reverse, which is he had done everything in his life that he could possibly have done with his own institution, with his own family, with his family members, with his kids, if he has any, with the group that he had, with his community, guys. But at the end of the day, the lesson he has learned is that after having done what he had to do, he still could not find peace. There was no domestic bliss. There was no happiness at home. There was no good stuff at home that he lived in the place that he loved at one point in time. The domestic peace was totally gone. There was only disruption, there is only disruption, there is only unhappiness, there is constant bickering, argument, very, very bad negative energy in the place that he is living in right now, guys. Okay? And therefore, this is a very hard lesson that he has learned all throughout the course of this journey for himself. Because, at this point, I would say from the last couple of maybe a month or 2 months, he has not been talking about it. Maybe he has not been even communicating with you guys, Divine Feminine. Because he wanted to take a break, a silence that he wanted to feel for himself with regards to his own understanding. Then what happened in here? Because the twin flame connection for him, people, had not emerged for a long time. Because he had kind of kept it blocked because he was more keen on focusing on his domestic bliss that he had created for himself. So now, after all these years and days and months and whatever time period, guys, that you people have crossed together, today he's coming to the realization that after having done what he has done, forget about the twin flame, for himself, he still hasn't manifested his happiness in the place that he has lived for so long, guys. He hasn't been able to. Okay, and that is the reason today he's coming to the state, to the place, to realize that after having earned money for the family, after having taken care of the kids, after having looked into everybody's needs, everything that he has done, he still hasn't found his home. His home is not there. The four wands are in the reverse. You know, it's not a home until there is peace, until there is happiness, until there is love inside the four wands under the altar. The love is not there, peace is not there, happiness is not there, nothing. The four wands are absolutely in the reverse, guys. So therefore, this has been a very hard lesson for this man in here, ladies. A very hard and very tough lesson that he has come to terms with for himself and is coming to terms with for himself during this period. Okay, so therefore it is, because he had been too focused, too keen on his own life with his own community. And therefore the twin flame for him, or you divine feminine for him, was a very casual approach towards the situation that he had once. But now that situation is changing. The tables have turned. The cards have flipped, guys. Okay? So therefore, all this thing that is happening is because of the lesson he has learned. The Four of Wands in the reverse, guys. And over here, I've got 3 cards in here, okay, which is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And these 3 cards, in kind of totality, guys, they are letting you know what he is thinking about, what he is wanting to do, what he has realized that he needs to do, okay? So the first card out is this card in here, which is saying actions speak loudly and express your love through your actions. Because sometimes saying that you love somebody is not just enough. He might have told you guys that he loves you, he cares for you, he wants to give you the best. But he did not prove that in action. And he knows that. So today he also understands that just talking about it, just, expressing his sentiments or love in words is not going to bring him back anything. Really. He needs to prove it in action. So what is required is showing someone how you feel about that person. So you have to put someone's needs before your own, and you are being asked to do something that will show your love for that person, guys. Okay? So he is becoming more aware of this as days are going by. They're just talking about love, just saying, oh, I love you. I want to look after you. I want to care for you. Is not going to help the situation anymore. He will have to come down to the basics now to prove that he indeed is completely, very, very highly diligent and conscious of his actions. He has to, he has to prove his love through his actions not through his words anymore, guys. Because the second card out is letting you know, act as if your partner is here. So whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you. So you will always consider them, which means, guys, which means that whatever he is thinking on of doing from now on, he's engaging you people, divine feminine. He's not doing it alone. His thoughts, his actions, his lifestyle, his complete self that he is emerging out as a new divine masculine is not because of his own need or just for himself. He is blending the two of you together. He is doing it together. He's thinking about the future between the two of you together. He's thinking about everything in life, not just by himself. He is involving you in that game plan, in that motion, guys. So if your actions and thoughts take into account someone else's feelings, you will be more in alignment with a true relationship. And that is exactly what he's doing now. If your partner is not with you yet, generate the feeling that you are already sharing your life with your special someone. So whatever plan, whatever thoughts, whatever words, even in his own self that he is doing, his thinking, his communicating, is all based upon the twin flame connection now. He is engaging you just as he would have engaged somebody that he truly loves and feels for. Okay? So this will change the way you feel and can alter your attitude and your potential to attract them in your life. So he is getting ready, as always, that, he now needs to understand, guys. He definitely is in a place that he is getting that wisdom. He is getting that understanding. He is getting that knowledge. What he had done was completely or had completely destroyed his happiness. And so now he's recreating the Four of Wands with you guys. And look at the way he's traveling. And the card out, the bottom of the deck in this, is the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So take a moment to get to the real issues in the situation. Sometimes at the very heart of the situation lies the truth of what is going on. Be honest and willing to do whatever it is necessary to take care of this. So as days are going to go by in the month of October, Divine Feminine, he is getting the heart of the matter. His actions will speak louder than words. Not words just anymore. Not just words. Because at this point in time, he is planning on things keeping you in mind, Divine Feminine. Because today he has realized the core essential, the heart of the matter, which he did not have the wisdom to see before. He did not get the idea because he never truly dug into the heart of the matter. What was the problem? Where was the problem? The problem was with him, not with you so much, Divine Feminine. The problem was with him because he never went down to the basics to understand the problem that had evolved in this twin flame connection. And today he is trying to get to the heart of the matter, where he has learned his lessons, and he has also come to the realization that his actions will speak louder than words, and therefore whatever plan that he is manifesting in his life going forward, he is keeping you as his partner in that plan. Whether you're there with him or you're not there with him, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But he has come to the conclusion, people, that this is where you stand with him today. He's not alone. He doesn't want to be alone. He doesn't want, because anything in life, guys, Divine Feminine, you will agree with me maybe. Anything in life that we do, there has to be a motivation. Because single handedly, you cannot enjoy everything in life. You might have the money, you might have the power, you might have that kind of dynamic, or, that kind of will to manifest that. You might build a large home, but you wouldn't like to stay alone. You might have a beautiful garden, but you wouldn't like to walk into that garden alone. So therefore, you need a partner. And that is where he's dragging you, people. He's dragging you because he has realized that now going forward, his true partner has been already decided by the universe, which is you, divine feminine, and therefore he wants to now grab you, take you, and walk with him into the new journey, into the new plan, people. Because at this moment, his wisdom oracle is giving me two cards. One is telling me peace, and because of this, people, he is also getting into the place of finding his own peace. Because he has come to the terms, he has come to the realization with you. He's no longer moving from one to the other. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you before I move forward, guys, is the soul energies are so less in here. So much less. It's like not being there at all in this reading. Because at one point in time, the mental energy was so heavy, and that has completely or just kind of diminishing away, moving away. So which is telling me the mental clarity is coming into place with regards to this relationship. That in turn is creating the peace in his mind. He's getting to understand the heart of the matter. And therefore that peace is coming. Freedom from attachment. And there is a radical acceptance into this twin flame connection. Because he is freeing himself from all bad attachments in life. He's killing those attachments, his own mental sabotage, his own mental problems, the other stuff that he had been holding. He's finishing that off. And because he's finishing that off, he's finding peace in himself, guys. He's getting that freedom to look into the matter, to understand the situation, to dig deep. Because for so long, guys, he had been so mentally imprisoned with his own understanding that he was not able to go down to that level to see the twin flame. He knew about it. Subconsciously, he knew, he had accepted, but consciously, whenever he had tried to think about it, the mental sabotage was happening, which is completely not being there at all, guys. Not being there at all. Which is why now he can dig into the heart of the matter. He's involving you in his plan. He wants to take action, which he knows can speak louder than words. And that is where he is detaching himself from all the bad energies to attach himself with his peace, with his own freedom. Excuse me. Okay? So therefore, it tells you that when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together in the peace card, which is what he is doing by dragging you into his plan, guys. So sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savored. Because both you guys are wanting the same thing now. Y'all want peace, he wants peace. Y'all want peace in this relationship. And that peace can only happen or was not happening because he was not bringing in the peace. So now that he can bring in the peace, you two guys can walk together peacefully into this situation, people. Into this new situation, which is again co-create, the next card. It's co-create, which is creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation, guys. Okay, of this beautiful twin flame connection. So therefore, at this point in time, connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would have never otherwise would have come on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. And that is what he's doing. He's like, what did I do for so long? I destroyed my life. I had killed my own peace. I mentally kept myself imprisoned because I could not get to the heart of the matter in this twin flame connection, nor did I get to recognize my divine feminine, who has been sitting in my zone for so many years. Okay? So you're looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? He's being surprised. He's shocked. He's shocked. You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now and the very embodiment of beauty which he is coming to terms with at this point in time, guys. Okay, so therefore, look at this. Look at what he had been doing. Mentally imprisoning himself, killing his peace. Today when he looks in the mirror, he's like, really? Is this who I am? How do I look so peaceful? What have I done to myself? What have I understood from this twin flame connection? Who am I today? Who am I? And that is where he is coming to be peaceful with regards to his own situation, people. His own situation. Forget about anything else. Just himself. Just by himself. Because he has realized, and I have said this before if I have not said this, he has realized his own mistake, and every day he is gaining more wisdom into his own self issues that he had been holding for himself. Not anybody else. Not anybody else. And his Akashic record, guys, is telling him the light of the world. Okay? So though your life may be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into higher awareness. It's a great time to open your higher self, get all its wisdom and power. It is your soul, your eternal being, who approaches you, but it is up to you and only you to open the door for him. And you do that by taking real and regular action in knowing and feeling wise and radiant being you are forever. And that is what he is co-creating, guys. With the next card in here says the Buddha prepares. He is preparing that. He's preparing that. He's preparing his own radiance, guys. Okay? This card, the Buddha prepares, is a card that shows you time of inner preparation just before action happens. And that is what he is doing. Because he knows he has to act now. He knows that. But before he gets into action, before he takes action on the plan that he is building up with you in his mind, digging into the heart of the matter, he has to prepare himself. And that is what he is doing. So before you can reach outside yourself, you must reach within to find your power, your purpose, and your direction. This period of time may feel a little like waiting, and it appears so in your exterior life because some points of action seem to be at a standstill. Really, though, you're just taking the time that you require to prepare and truly step into your power, guys. So don't be in a rush. The time to act is coming, and when it's here, your strength will be absolute. Will be absolute. And therefore, if he is not communicating with you, Divine Feminine, if he is not talking to you, please know there is nothing to get worried. Because right now, this is what he is doing, guys. This is what he's doing. Because Uranus, the genius, or the Tower card, is here in this reading, people, astrologically, which is letting you know that the sudden bolt of surprise that causes the chaos, Uranus, the great awakener, is here to wake him up. And that is why it's coming to him. Okay? Because Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. It is the planet of not only genius but also intuition, which arrives in sudden flashes. Uranus is the revolutionary planet, opening up channels to the higher mind and bringing about necessary changes which can no longer be resisted, people, to which can no longer be resisted. Okay? So, the brain has to be detached from other purposes and other needs when everything is about to be turned upside down. When the Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jolts and surprises in regards to your question or focus. After all, Uranus is the upstart planet, so there won't be any smooth ride here. He might be feeling excitable or nervous at the present time, both together, especially when it comes to the things that he is currently focusing on. It may seem as if everything is speeding up, even forced against his will, but it is not a good idea to resist those. The best approach is to entertain the possibilities of what he is about to learn. He can anticipate this change to be a liberating force, offering a new course or a path. So this card in the life means a life is about to be changed in big ways rather than small ones. But Uranus card says go with it and see what happens. See what happens, okay? So it's the tower, it's the change, it's revolution, it's shocks, genius, technology, alternative lifestyle, people. And that is exactly what is going on with the divine masculine at this point in time with this energy oracle card that says attachment. Attachment. So what he's doing, he's looking at his own need, his perceived need, and the choice to let go, to let it go. Because he is kind of detaching himself from the old patterns or from people from the past, because he has realized that by keeping himself tied down with the past situation, he is not being able to move forward, or he won't be able to move forward. So therefore, with the Uranus card, he is breaking open that, the tower moment. He is freeing himself from that old pattern, people from the past. So, old relationships, old patterns, old lifestyle, everything that had kept him chained, guys, had kept him chained. Uranus is breaking that open. His addiction, unhealthy habits, desperate about the future, that he could not be happy. So, therefore, the chains that he had been wearing around his own neck, guys, Uranus is breaking that open. So this card is telling you it's time to take action. You need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go of what you already knew, but you know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do it, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. So therefore, the Tower card is coming here with Uranus sitting in his zone, people, is breaking him open, liberating him, freeing him, giving him back his peace of mind to allow him to co-create what he requires in life. At the same time, just waiting for action to happen, preparing himself because he's breaking open the chains, guys. He's leaving the past behind, people. He's leaving the past behind because he has realized the importance of the relationship and its dynamics now. Which relationship means it means more to him. So he has to leave the past behind, the old patterns, the old understanding, the old lifestyle, the old habits, the old addictions. Old, 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 old. No, no. His has to be leaving that. He is freeing himself, cutting the chains off, because today he has realized that what is more important to him is the new relationship dynamics in the twin flame connection, guys. Okay, and the way he's traveling at this point in time, people, is in the desert passage. There is nothing here, it's very deserted. But what he knows and what he understands, guys, is that trust there is a divine plan. He might not see it right now, or you might not see it right now, divine feminine. But trust there is a divine plan in the process, and which is where he is walking into. He is emerging himself out of the old attachment to trust this new road, not knowing he cannot see anything right now, but he knows there is a divine plan. So he has to emerge back out of that old thought process, the old patterns, the old understanding, the old belief, which was a main block to his soul energy, guys. So he's walking out of that to emerge himself, to take on the new route, but he doesn't know, he cannot see anything right now, but he's trusting in the divine to understand there is a divine plan in action. And he is believing, he's putting his faith in there. He's putting his trust in that, guys. Okay? And he's preparing himself slowly and surely within the next 2 weeks for what he has to do or what he is going to be doing. Now, the theme in the mind space, people, is the Six of Cups, okay? That's the theme. The Six of Cups, his joy, his happiness, nostalgia, memories, the childlike qualities in him, the fun times, the good times you people have shared with one another. That's the theme. Good memories are sticking into his mind. But at the same point in time, people, he knows what he has done wrong in this twin flame connection. And why? Because he had been sitting in the devil's energy, which is what took away from him the love that was there in this connection, people. He was not able to move with his emotions, which is where he was, you guys were sitting in between his emotion and his love. Y'all were waiting for him to come forward to you. And you're still waiting, people. That's his mind space. He knows that. He knows you're waiting for him in his mind space. Okay? It's just a matter of time, people. It's just a matter of time because you are situated. And if it's him, in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, guys, if it's him, he is also waiting. He's waiting. So I take this to be him. Okay, because he has incorporated that Queen of Pentacles energy into himself, which is where he wants to build his own story now. He wants to be truly independent. He wants to be truly successful. He wants to manifest everything that you people might have already done, Divine Feminine. So he wants to be at par with you now. And it's only a matter of time, guys. Because he is sitting in between his emotions, the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Lovers in the reverse, to take action on these two places, guys. Okay, because at this moment in his mind space, people, the Four of Swords in the reverse, he's a little bit restless. He's a little bit restless. He's kind of, sticking on to his plan of action, how he can move towards the Six of Cups, towards this twin flame connection with you. So he's a little bit restless because at this moment, the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Devil card is telling me that, guys, that, at this moment, he's not being able to rush forward in the mind because the Devil is not giving him the permission at this point, because in the earlier part of this story, he had been holding the Devil's energy too, okay, at some point in the mind. So which is where the Devil is asking him first to take care of his own self issues, to prepare himself in the right direction before he can move forward. Let me just clarify some of these cards in here, please. Give me a hug. What is the Lover's card in the reverse here? It's all about balance too, guys, in his mind. Please clarify the Lover's card for me in the reverse. Yeah, he's restless because he wants to bring back the balance in his mind in the right direction. That is going to allow him to move away from the Devil's energy and move forward in the right direction. Please clarify the Lover's card for me in the reverse. And he's very restless to bring back the balance. There you go. There you go. It's all about Wheel of Fortune and Justice in his mind. And he's restless about that, guys. He's very restless, okay? Because he has been injured on this story. And he doesn't want to be injured anymore. He's tired with the old Four of Wands energy. He cannot handle that situation anymore. So he's co-creating his moving forward towards this twin flame connection because he wants to bring back the Wheel of Fortune and Justice in his zone with you people. With you. Talk to me about the Devil, please. Because the Devil had taken away everything at one point in time, and he knows that, guys. Yeah, the Devil is giving him the Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So the Devil is, this time, the Devil is coming forward to let him know that he has to move towards this reciprocity between his Wheel of Fortune and Justice in this twin flame connection, guys. So he has to get ready for that in his mind, for the new harvest, guys. But, the theme is the Six of Cups. So therefore, he has that intention, the good intention of getting back the Six of Cups happiness with you. But at this moment, he has to first get his action in place. That's what he's doing with the Wheel of Fortune and Justice card in here, guys. He's settling his mind, he's co-creating himself, he's bringing back justice in himself to turn his own karma from the old into the new, guys. And the Devil is letting him know he can do that. Not like the other devil who had been controlling that bad energy at one point in time. This devil over here in the mind space is letting him know, yes, you can definitely do that once you're able to give and take this relationship in the right way, in the mind space, people. Okay, so that's a very important part of the story here. To build a new harvest. What is the Page of Swords? He's getting the clarity. Please talk to me about the Page of Swords here. Too many cards. He's getting the clarity in his mind slowly between the 1st and the 15th people. That what he needs to do now in this relationship is what he hadn't done before. Look at it from a very, very different angle at this moment. Looking at it from a very different angle, and the best part of this story is that he's not doing it only for himself, he's keeping you in mind too, Divine Feminine. So therefore, all this action, all this story, all this situation is because of this, is because he's putting you in the picture as well. Please talk to me about the Page of Swords here. He's putting, the Page of Cups. Right. Okay. So he's getting ready for that offer, guys. The give and take people. To bring out the sun in his twin flame connection. Okay, that action that's going to put forward the story. Whether it's an apology, whether it's an offer, whatever that he is building up in his mind at this point in time, because he has realized that he will have to do this. He doesn't have a way out, guys. He really doesn't have a way out, people. And that's why he is very restless in his mind too, because he wants to complete this process quickly in order to move forward. And therefore, the bottom of the deck in the mind space, guys, is bringing back the Two of Cups. That's the love. And he is trying to get this right with the spiritual teachings of the Hierophant this time. He's trying to understand what is the right approach with regards to bringing back this love in the right way. Six of Pentacles here, Six of Pentacles here. The give and take for the new harvest to start this process, people. To start this process, because it cannot be a one-way traffic anymore, which again is the Wheel of Fortune here, the Wheel of Fortune. And this time, look, the Two of Swords in the reverse, not getting blocked with regards to moving forward in his own karma. So in the mind space, guys, he is definitely working towards this story in this way, okay. Now, in the heart space, people, is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. That's the theme, okay? So before he moves forward, he has to clear the mind. So in the heart space, right now, he's not moving with an offer towards the story. Not right now. Because at this moment, he is also clearing his emotions in the right direction, getting rid of the bad emotions in the mind too, people, with the Moon card in the reverse. He is getting the clarity of the situation of this romantic approach, because at this moment, guys, with the Queen of Pentacles supporting him in his mind, he is learning to get his strength back, control back in his heart story as well. Because with his Wheel of Fortune and Justice, when the Lover's card is flipped over, that's when the Venus card of the Empress in the heart will also flip over to give birth to this story, people. And that is the reason, guys, from his mind space into his heart space, people, he is feeling quite disturbed with regards to his own emotional approach in getting back the twin flame connection in the right way, killing the bad energy, finishing that cycle off with the Hierophant here, who is letting him know that he needs to do that. He needs to do that. The Hierophant has come to me the second time here. So the Hierophant, the spiritual teacher in the mind space and in the heart space too, guys. And he is coming here to let him know that it is time for him to move forward in the right way this time. In the right way. Be very conscious about his actions this time, because he cannot go around in circles anymore. So this time it has to be very, very clear-cut approach, people. Very clear-cut approach. towards this twin flame connection that he is getting prepared to give birth to. Okay. Please talk to me about the Empress in the reverse here. So he's restless about this situation, guys. Very restless in the heart space too. While he's trying to get back his control and strength in the heart space, people. He's doing his weight, he's kind of moving towards it, but he's very restless because the mind space too, he's, is making him restless in the heart space because he wants to come back and make that offer of the Two of Cups in the heart. But until he can get his stuff in the right direction, he won't be able to make that offer to you people. He has to come to the right place. Please talk to me about the Empress in the reverse in here, please. Yeah. Getting away from the brutality of this chaos, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Cutting through that brutality to move towards his Four of Wands, the 1111 card in the heart space, guys. Clearing his mental space with the Five of Swords energy. So there is a Five of Swords energy between the heart and the mind, guys, which is what is troubling him. Because the Five of Swords energy has come to him, it's only because of the past in this connection that he had done wrong. He had driven you away, Divine Feminine. And so now he's trying to bring you back, but he doesn't really understand or know what he can do to get you back in the right direction. Because he had left no stone unturned to have driven you people away. So now he is fighting over that Five of Swords energy to let you know through his heart and his mind, that he doesn't need that chaos and brutality in his life anymore. He wants to move away. He wants to clear that zone with you. He wants to take action with regards to this twin flame connection. And he wants to move forward mutually and in agreement with you guys. And that's making him very emotionally restless too at this point in the heart. Please talk to me about the Hierophant in the heart space, please. It's definitely making him very restless. Oops, too many cards. Very restless in the heart. He's trying to gather his wits about him, people. Because he had done the mistake. So it's like, how do I tell her? What do I tell her? Will she believe me? Will she understand me? Because love is something that now he cannot say anymore. He will have to prove his love. That's the challenge. He will have to prove his love, guys. Too many cards. And he cannot get blocked in the Two of Swords energy anymore. He is finished off with that. He is moving away from that chaos and brutality of his own mental sabotage. He cannot handle that anymore. He had too many cards. He had enough fun with that block. Okay, he's done with that. Please talk to me about the Hierophant here. He had enough fun with that block there. So now it's over. That cycle of that sword energy is gone. It's done with. Okay, I don't know. I think I should take this. It's too many cards. So what the Hierophant is telling him is the Six of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, clear this zone. Clear your mind space. Quickly. And he will do that quickly. To bring back the strength again and control in his heart with the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, clear cut approach, guys. Clear cut mental approach, logical, rational approach towards this twin flame connection in the heart space. That's what the Hierophant is telling him. Swiftly clear this place in here. Don't stay here. Don't stay in that reversed Four of Wand energy anymore. Move away from that. That place doesn't belong to you anymore. You need to move away from that reversed Four of Wand energy. Okay, because once he moves away, guys, once he leaves that behind, he will find back his strength in the right direction to begin this logical process with the King of Swords taking the decision very logically, rationally with regards to this new beginning. Okay, so that is going on in the heart space, people. And that's why it's just a matter of time. That's why he's probably very silent with you people at this moment. He's not letting you know because he's working through these energies. Because he knows that he cannot speak about it. He has to prove it with his actions, guys. With his actions. And that's what he's doing in the heart space, people. He's moving away from that difficulty. That's the theme. He's moving away from that reversed Four of Wands, the lesson he has learned. There is no emotion there, so he's moving away from that too. He's leaving that old Six of Cups behind, people. Because his mind is welcoming the new Six of Cups, which he wants to. And he's building that. While he's putting an end to the old Six of Cups, the old attachment, the old pattern, the old relationships, the old thought, belief, ideas, everything. 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 Please clarify the Moon card in the reverse for me here. It's a huge process of detoxification he's going through, guys. Because he's getting his message very, very clear from the universe now. And he's working, preparing himself with regards to that universal directives. Please talk to me about the Moon card in the reverse, two Moon cards. You know, he's getting this, his ideas are very clear, people. Very, very clear. And the best part of the story is his mental sabotage that he had been working upon but not really working upon for this long, which now he's clearing back completely. He's clearing it away. Oops. That Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, you know, all those swordy energies, I was so tired of seeing them. Please clarify the Moon card in the reverse for me here. What is the Moon card saying here in the reverse? I think my spirit wants me to choose. Yeah. There. Looking for new approaches. The Hierophant here, guys. Looking for new approaches. The Hierophant in the reverse. Looking for new approaches with regards to his condition in life. Breaking away from that attachment. Moving away from that bad, old, stuck energy that he had been sitting in for a very long time. He is leaving that, guys. And the Moon is clearing that to bring back his strength in the heart, people. Now, in his 3D energy, guys, the Nine of Cups in the reverse is his theme right now. Because in the 3D energy, guys, he's clearing himself too. So his vibration is not that high. Not that high. Because Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Moon is also clearing his confusion, people. The Moon in the reverse. It's clearing its confusion to bring back the Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles all over. The give and take, people. that is coming to him with the strength in the heart and from the mind turning back to justice and his karma with regards to being the Queen of Pentacles, to bring back the Six of Pentacles, the reciprocity in the 3D, where he will be able to walk and move forward or rush forward as the Knight of Wands. That's the action. That's the action he wants to take, guys, with regards to this situation. When he comes in, he will come in quickly, okay? And he will come in quickly to give and take in the right proportion, to allow that reciprocity in actions to happen, leaving no emotional confusion about his action that he wants to prove to you when he comes in here, when he comes in, okay? Because again, moving forward to make the offer in the right way is going to take him some time, because that is where, there could be a problem with his money situation, people, by himself. So it is something that he will have to wait for, because I have a feeling it's a money situation with regards to making that kind of offer to you by himself, which at this point in time there is a slowdown, because this knight, the Knight of Pentacles, is the slowest moving knight for sure, but he is one knight who can cross the finish line, guys, okay? But what is happening in the 3D, people, is he's looking for his ships that's coming into the harbor. He's waiting for them. He's thinking far and wide. He's making plans to go above and beyond the place that he has been living in for so long. But at this point in time, he's just kind of waiting for the divine timing and the right opportunity that will allow him to move forward in the right direction, to survey the landscape, to go forward and do the right stuff, okay? To bring back his Four of Wands stability, people. He's planning about this story right now in the 3D. That's what he's taking you into account too. He's not going to tell you, but he's planning about it right now. Yeah. He's thinking big, he's making preparations. Buddha prepares. He's planning for action in the 3D, guys. But right now, when he comes in, he will come in as the Knight of Wands to prove his action to you, people. Very quick. Very quick. When he is prepared, he will just jump into this. He probably will take you by surprise too, guys. Yeah. He's preparing about it. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for me here. And that is the reason he's getting prepared for the action, but he's not going to be telling you. Right now, he's preparing. He's the Buddha who is preparing slowly. Getting ready for action, guys. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. He's not juggling with this passion, because his intuition is telling him at this moment, he cannot really leave to move forward right away at this point in time towards the ships that is coming into the harbor. He will have to wait for that. He will have to wait. He's taking time to prepare before he moves. But he won't be juggling with this passion anymore. He won't be juggling with this situation anymore, because he's taken up a stern decision with regards to what he wants in the 3D as well, guys. Please talk to me about the Queen of Wands in here. What is she telling the Divine Masculine here, please? Too many cards. Yeah. Give birth to it. There, Empress, Venus again. That's her message. So therefore, he's not juggling with this. But only thing that right now, he's not being able to completely leave the place. It's only because he has to plan. And that's what he's doing. He's planning to take action to move away from that Four of Wands in the reverse, from that domestic unhappiness that has been sitting in his zone. He's making plans. Now, verbal, non-verbal communication, guys, he's letting you know he is the King of Wands now, people. He's looking at the bigger picture. He knows everything. He's looking far and wide. He's making his preparations. Why? Because he wants to bring back the Four of Wands. It's all about the Four of Wands, people. The domestic bliss, happiness, the love, everything. At this point in time, he is going to progress mutually with you. It'll be a mutual progression. Nobody wins, nobody loses. The Five of Swords, because he had done this mistake before. He doesn't want to repeat that, because being an emperor, he knows his mistake. He cannot do that. So he has to control that Five of Swords energy in the right way in order to progress and move forward in a very mutual and happy way. With regards to bringing back justice and clarity in his zone with the Moon card, guys. Okay, with the Moon cards, which is letting him know that he will be able to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse in the 3D, when he is ready to meet his Queen, the Queen of Pentacles in the right way, with the Two Pentacles, guys, which is what he's not juggling anymore. But he's getting ready for that. He's not juggling with the Two of Pentacles, but he's getting ready for this action, people. He's getting ready to make that offer to you, or you making that offer. But there is an offer that he is going to be coming forward with. He's going to be coming forward with. Because the end of this is the Sun card in here, the Two of Cups in the reverse, Strength in the reverse. Again, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups, guys. So it's all about verbal, non-verbal communication. He's letting you know he's getting ready for the reciprocity, bringing back his strength into his love, to bring back the Sun, which is his truth of his joy and celebration in his life. And he knows that. Okay, so therefore, please clarify the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles upright. So again, when he finds his feet on the ground, guys, like you have, that's when he will come forward with the offer to finish the other situation in life. Death card. Scorpio energy. Two of Wands. So he's waiting to finish the old pattern, guys, to move forward into this love story. Please clarify the Death card in here for me. I just want to see the Death card says. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Yeah. To bring forward the right emotional approach, and the Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. And the Love card in here, the Lovers. Okay. So death to the old way, getting back the clarity, getting back the emotions, getting back the right contact in this love story, people. It's just a matter of time, guys. It's just a matter of time again. So things are happening in the right direction. And the bottom of the deck for the 3D energy is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Tower in here, which is letting you know, people, that he's ending the old attachment. The old Ten of Pentacles. He is ending that. His children might have been an issue. Whatever was an issue, he's putting that to an end to move towards the Ace of Cups, to bring the Sun back, to bring back the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups. There is no blockage in here, guys. No mental blockage to move forward for the divine inspiration in order to be the fool, to take that leap of faith, guys, in the 3D. Okay, so therefore he is ending one situation, or he's totally ended that situation with the Tower moment, the last 10 of Pentacles, in order to build back his new life in the 3D, guys, at this point in time. Okay, beautiful. And in the bottom of the deck for the heart space, people, is the Judgment that's coming in, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. No confusion about this. The Judgment Day is coming to bring back the high vibrancy in his life. The Knight of Wand in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse, and the Hanged Man. So he has learned his lessons, guys. He has learned his lessons about his own power situation. How he had misused his own power. He had given away his own power. And now he's going to bring it back in his heart, people. He's definitely going to bring it back in his heart, because he had enough of that story. He doesn't want to hold on. So in the 3D, people, he has already finished the last 10 of Pentacles. He is moving forward into the new chapter of his life. It's coming to you, people. Hold on. At this moment, you might not hear him talk about it, or he might not talk about it at all, or he might not communicate with you at all. But if that happens, don't be fearful, because it's all happening because he is making it happen in himself at this point in time. So you have to give him that space at this moment, people. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, ladies especially, Divine Feminine. Until then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.